22. Now, as you can tell by the thumbnail, this is going to be an update about 3 different women who have all gone missing during the past, I guess you could say past, since the epidemic started, since the corona started. And there are many ladies who went missing and haven't been heard from since. But tonight we're going to talk about 3 of them, being Beverly Logan, Echo Lloyd, and Alexis Ware. So spirit guides, holy angels, and ancestors, gather around, because first I would like to go to zip code 62220. And this is Belleville, Illinois. Oh, wait, my candle went out. And this is Belleville, Illinois, where we will discuss Beverly Logan. I'll put it over there, over here maybe. I don't want to burn anything. We're going to start off in Belleville, Illinois. We're going to discuss Beverly Logan, and there are 2 dates in particular that I want to pay attention to, and that is January the 25th and January the 26th. Now, Beverly had an interesting living arrangement to where she was living with one male, but was in a rental car that was rented by someone other than the one that she was staying with, or the one that was staying with her. She was last seen driving the, oh, all right, we have one. She was last seen driving the Nissan Versa on Ross Lane. And this is in the zip code of 62220. All right, we have 2. And she has been missing a little, almost 4 months. And actually, it says she's from Bellevue, but she was last seen in Warrenton, Missouri. All right, and we have our 4. And these are concerning Beverly Logan, who went missing on January the 25th through to the 26th of 2022 out of Illinois. And it's important to note that Missouri and Illinois are very close to each other. All right, the first card that came out was the Sun card. Now, I know it said that she was last seen driving a rental car, but it's important to note that there's no car in any of these pictures that came out concerning Beverly. It's a nice bright sun, though. Actually, in all of these pictures, if you notice, this picture is sunny. This picture is sunny. You can only see a little bit in the background, but that picture is also in broad daylight. You know why it's important there, noting that there isn't a time, there's not exactly a 911 call, because a lot of these cases have a 911 call where you can see what time of day the incident happened, but all of this has happened during it's broad daylight. Also, this person, they're pointing out this camouflage right here on his pants. I believe is responsible. But all of these pictures, these pictures only show men in all 4 of them. All right, so I'm gonna note as the survivalist, or the I can live off the grid guy part. So we're gonna clarify that. But it is important to note in both of these pictures In the right hand, there's a gun. Like, even though his is down, it's still in his right hand. The way that these guns are on his back and then there's one in his hand and he's reaching for one, it's like these guns are a burden to this guy. Almost like, you know how you can get honorable discharge from the military? Like those type of vibes I'm getting. Or it could even been somebody who worked as a security guard at one point. All right. The next card is the Seven of Cups. And this is where you have a person that's kind of being a follower, the shadow back here. Like it's one guy here in the shadow and it's another guy pointing away. It's actually, you can kind of see it's people, the misdirection. I don't know if I got this light in the right spot. So you can really see it good. Maybe right there is a little better. Okay. It's a face here and a face there. There's people in this water. It's gonna drive me crazy. But this place where these people are in the water at, it's kind of like a tucked away place. All right, let's start clarifying these. Because I'm getting the energy of somebody that was in the military or rejected by the military. Or, you know, sometimes men can be real militant and don't be in nobody's military. They're just, you know, not wrapped too tight. So let's start clarifying. And to do that, we're going to use the spider deck. And I'm going to clarify, let's get more information on this guy who's showing up in energy of the rejected military personality. Spirit, what can you tell me about the guy concerning Beverly Logan on January the 25th and the 26th? She was in Warrenton, Missouri in a blue rental car. And she wasn't seen anymore. But you show me a guy who is either a military, here's one, either a military reject or possibly could have been successful in the military. All right. So these two cards came out on him. We got complete and changeable future. This complete card is always a feeling of accomplishment. You know, like you've done something, you were successful at it. And in this case, he was quite successful in making Beverly Logan disappear. And that's the other card concerning the changeable future. It's like the tower. He's swimming into danger in a storm. Everything changes. So with these two coming out together, you know, the complete change of future for Beverly Logan, this guy is our I think we might be looking at the guy. Let's get some more information on him. Spirit, as I said right now earlier, it is May the 6th of 2022. And Beverly Logan went missing on January 25th through to the 26th of 2022. She is in the zip code of 6220. And you showed me a military guy that was quite good at deceiving us all. And all right, we got one. What else can you tell me about this guy? Where is he at now as of May the 6th of 2022? And you can move around out of this Belleville, Illinois and Warrenton, Missouri zip code. But still stay in the Missouri, Illinois area. So I feel like this guy is close. What can you tell me about him now? What is he up to? This rejected military man. Oop. All right. One card came out. Or two cards came out, actually. All right, the first card that came out concerning him is the Eight of Wands. The second card is the Strength card. All right, let's read this one first. This card here is very, I guess you can say very systematic. It's like a playing game, like a checkerboard to where it's different color spaces. You can jump spaces or, play the whole chess or checkers game. But it is still a tree line right here. This person, this military off the grid guy is actually, he's not all the way off of the grid. Okay, this would be considered like the, like the stores and the people where you go and associate, and then you can go, tuck yourself back away in this tree line right here. But still come out here and play the little game and then run back into the into your hiding spot. This second card, even though it's like a trees here, and she's hugging the deer and all. What I'm looking at is this electric blue color. It's kind of reminding me of when you see a light on in like a store light, it'll be like it'll be flashing open or closed, and you would know that they were open or closed by whether or not this sign is on. This is interesting. I almost wonder. I get the feeling like this person is still like I said, they're not gone away anywhere. They're still very local. And I'm getting a sense of them like hanging around a business after it closes, or possibly even robbing people after it closes. Let's move over here and clarify this one. This was the fourth card that came out in the very beginning. And in this card, they are gambling. But gambling in a different type of way. Like, it's cards here and there's money on the table. But I wonder what was going on in Warrenton, Missouri. Because there was something about going up there that was a big gamble. Let's see what was in the balance of the gamble. Meaning what would happen at the conclusion of it. So you've shown me quite a few things concerning Beverly Logan and this ex-military man. There was a gamble to where she was trying something new. Can you tell me more about it? What was the gamble, and is it connected to a business? All right. We have two cards that came out. The first card is the King of Potions. And that was Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And also the Two of Presents. And this here, the Jack in the Box, they're actually kind of the same thing. You know how, like, his hand is on the bottle of the champagne. The top is still there. But you know how if you shake it up, the top will pop off. And, oh, my God, you know, it's unexpected. The top popped off. What do we do? Also, when you play with a Jack in the Box, like, it's very calm. You're just sitting there winding it up. Then all of a sudden it pops open. Like, oh, it popped. This gamble that they were taking, I guess you say it popped wrong. Something popping up. Let's ask. I'm just going to flat out ask what popped up. And to do that, I'm going to use the Hermetic Tarot. This one. So you're showing me something all of a sudden popping up or opening and catching Beverly off guard. Can you tell me what it was that popped up or popped open? And this is concerning Beverly Logan that went missing from the 62220 zip code around January the 25th and the 26th. Something has popped up, a gamble. Wasn't sure if it was going to open, but it did. Can you give me more information about what it was? All right. Now, if too many comes out, take this. All right. Sorry if it's buffering. I'm slow it down. Talk so it doesn't buffer while I'm talking. All right. So these are concerning the cards that popped up. And caught Beverly off guard. Both of these have this same little design. Like, you see it right here, the design, and then again it's right here, the little hole. It's like a entry wound and then an exit wound. So it was a gun. So it was a gun. Alright. So I'm getting the story now of this ex-military guy that's still sticking around. That's like in and out, dodging in and out of society. Probably around where it happened at. And it looks to from what I'm seeing as though she was shot. Alright, now let's see if we can't figure out where this watery place is. Let's see, the other guy was coaxed to go there. You know, give an impression that, you know, let me show you something, that type of thing. Alright, let's look for it. And to do that, I'm going to use the Omega Land deck. Or we're going to try to use it. Spirit, can you tell me more about this watery place concerning Beverly Logan and the ex-military guy? Or security guy, whatever he does, he's pretty bulky. This is not a little man. Spirit, can you tell me more about the watery place concerning Beverly Logan, who went missing on 62220? No, who went missing from zip code 62220 on January the 25th through the 26th. Where is this watery place at? All right. This guy on this, I don't know if this, it looks just like a regular street to me. I'm getting a sense of it. It could be a bridge with an underpass under it. Because there's no water in this other picture at all. But it would make sense if this is a bridge. All right, I'm going to ask. Let's go into this deck, the little erotic tarot. Spirit, concerning Beverly Logan, who went missing on January the 25th, can you tell me more about the watery place or the bridge concerning Beverly Logan? Where is this place at? Oh, all right. Yeah, this is... like, this is the city. Like, right here is the city. You know how there's, like, a skyline? Like if you were in St. Louis, for example, and you see the skyline, and then it's the bridge to East St. Louis, you can see the water is right there, like, almost right up against the city, to where there isn't really any, like, wooded area or anything like that. What is that goes, that bridge that goes over East St. Louis? Isn't that the Mississippi River again? Yeah. I'm gonna ask, now that they're like showing this water again, I wonder if there are any like canals and stuff like that. in Warrington, Missouri. Well, I'm sure there are like canals and stuff. I'm gonna ask if she is inside of anything. Because I don't believe she's like out in the open because she would have been found. All right. Spirit concerning Beverly Logan, who has not been found or heard from since January the 25th through to the 26th. Can you tell me if she's inside of anything? Like, what is around her? Or what type of environment is she in? Even if it is by the water, what is she inside of? And this concerning Beverly Logan. Ooh, all right. These 3 cards came out. Well, perhaps she's not inside of something, because all 3 of these people are outside. This one is Alice is tied up in this one, but it's outside. This, neither one of these have any structures in them. No structures, no containers. Like, these 2 places could almost be the same place. I see the tall grass and the mushrooms, and this is outside. The only difference is like the grass is cut in one picture and it's not cut in the other. But this picture here doesn't really have an environment at all. It just shows a person tied up. All right. I'm gonna ask one more question. Spirit concerning Beverly Logan, who went missing on January 25th and the 26th. What clues? So what clues or what direction? All right, these 2 came out. This one is saying keeping up. But it has this clock in it. It looks a lot like a lock, depending on how you look at it. Like if these were the numbers, those combination locks. And this picture here it has some very interesting images on it. Like it's a lot of wilderness in it. But this right here, it's like a little compartment almost. So I guess there is something here. This could be, you know what this could be? This could be one of those self-storage places where you can store stuff yourself. And they're telling you like it was, it's refrigerated or temperature controlled or fire extinguisher, whatever, so your stuff don't catch a fire. And I'm getting like a rental storage facility vibes. I don't know why. I wonder if there is like a one of those self-storage places that runs alongside the Mississippi River somewhere. Because those places are everywhere. And I don't think Mr. Military's gone too far. You got to keep coming back and pay for that. Or they kick all your stuff out, and then people find everything. All right. So next, we're gonna have a look into Alexis Ware case, who just always seems to get a little bit more interesting every time. But in the Beverly Logan case, I would try to find out who this military person was, or ex-military, or wannabe cop, or security guard, or whatever he was. And those self-storage rental places are of interest. Because I did see a combination or a padlock in a little compartment. All right. Get these two. All right, so Alexis Ware has also been missing at almost right at 10 months. She went missing out of Anderson, South Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina. Some people say she was from Anderson, but I guess she was dating people in Greenville. So gather back around. We're gonna dig into the Alexis Ware, who was 29 years old, last seen on January 30th, dropping her kids off to her child's father, CJ. All right. Well, there's three. We need one more to get started for her. So yes, he was last seen on January 30th, dropping her kids off. She went missing out of zip code 29621, and we're in South Carolina. Her car was found muddied in a muddy field, and they have had Ring doorbell videos, and there's been a lot going on. It's basically been a witch hunt, honestly. All right, so the first card that came out concerning Alexis Ware is the Emperor card. Like I said, there are so many rumors. But in this, you see where this child is like clinging to this man's leg? Like just kind of clinging to it. And also like they're looking up to this man. So this is the energy of somebody who is supposed to be a protector. Or she was going toward somebody who she thought was going to protect her. All The Three of Cups is next. They all have drinks in front of them, but none of them are actually drinking a drink. They're just have it sitting in front of them. It's giving me the feeling like something was in the drink, maybe. I didn't hear any reports. Well, we never found her, so we don't know if she ingested anything or drank anything. But that's the only odd thing about this card is they all have drinks, but no one's drinking. All right, of course, I'm going to clarify it. All right. The third card that came out is the Five of Coins. Now this here is giving me I know they say the Five of Coins is like the poverty card or someone who lost some money or something, but this is the way these cans are open and the lids are just like right there up. All the lids are up, but there's nothing in there. And now the guy is out there, warming his hands by the fire. This is like giving me the energy of somebody got robbed. Or a botched robbery. Because all these cans are empty. And the lids are up. This is a robbery right here, this card. Alright. And I'm gonna clarify it. Alright, but lastly, the fourth card that came out is the Four Wands. And at least the people in this card are eating. Like they have the utensils in their hands and they're actually eating and things. This is I noticed the Four Wands is a celebratory card. But this is giving me, you see this guy here? He's sitting there like eating dinner. This is giving me the energy of the person who is responsible for Alexis disappearing was able to go right back home and eat dinner like nothing had even happened. They didn't miss or skip a beat. Oh, that's like sociopath behavior. But still, we don't know what they did. But let's start clarifying. Because all of these three people, I think these three people are the same people. Like this one here is the one that I got robbed or whatever with all his empty cans. This one here was supposed to be the protector, or she thought would protect her or look out for her or whatever. The way she's clinging to his leg and stuff like, you're gonna help me, fix this shit. Excuse my language. And this person that was able to do whatever they did and go right back to eating dinner, I think these are all the same person. Let's clarify that. See if we can't get a better identity on this person. Spirit, you've actually shown me a person that had many different roles that they were playing in Alexis' life. Can you give me any more characteristics concerning this person? And this is concerning Alexis Ware, who went missing out of 29621 zip code on January the 30th of 2022. There was a person around her that was playing many different roles. Can you tell me more about him, more about his characteristics? Oh, all right. Caught it. Angelina Jolie came out in Tomb Raider. I guess Angelina Jolie is pretty butch in this movie. She was robbing tombs. Or is it possible that this person that's all the same person is a female? No, it was a male. Maybe he had a female accomplice. But you think in this movie, what was she like? Plummet like the a Indiana Jones type character, like getting in and out of traps, really being able to pull off the impossible very easily. All right, let's clarify this one: the drinks that no one wants to drink. All right. Well, they said it was like a lot of spell work going on. I wonder if somebody put something in the drink. Spirit, concerning Alexis Ware, who went missing on January the 30th, you showed me 3 people with drinks in front of them, but no one is drinking the drinks. Can you tell me why no one is drinking in this picture? Was there something in the drinks? Or were they just not thirsty? What's the energy behind the people sitting at the table but not drinking anything? This could be like a symbolic thing too. Not in here? Oh. As soon as I said not in here, it came out. All right. All right, so that was the 3 of Cups with the drinks that nobody was drinking. And the 3 of Wands came out in the 7 of Cups. And in this 7 of Cups, there are lots of crazy things coming out of these cups. Like a bat, a snake, a fish, a flower, a severed hand. Just odd. You don't know what's in these drinks. But none of them are good for you. The most harmless thing is this flower right here, but no one's gonna drink a flower. I think it may have been too concerning, some spell work or something. People like to try to put stuff in your food and all that type of stuff. So I don't know if she was putting stuff in people's drinks or people's food, but it's looking a little bit like somebody could have been drugged through a drink and then robbed. This card here with now everything is plundered and open. And this last card that came out, this card is concerning the drinks that no one wanted to drink or the drinks that no one's drinking. Like even though he's standing, like it looks kind of like a hill, but then there's mountains. But there are no trees and no grass or no buildings. Where this is at? This is South Carolina. I don't know if they have what are those places called? Like plains? So it's not a lot of mountains and stuff like that. But this is like a mountainy, hilly area. I'm gonna ask where this place is. Because they have I don't think any of the readings ever like showed where her energy was. But this one, I want to know where this little place is at that he's standing on top of. Like, see, it's just a little hump. It's like it could actually be a shallow grave here. Yeah, let's see if we can't find where this place is. Alright. Look in here. Spirit, you've shown me like a little hump in the ground that has mountains alongside, or like a hilly area off in the horizon. Can you give me any clues as to where this little mound or heap is concerning Alexis Ware? Where's this place at? This shallow place. And you don't have to stay in the zip code of 29621 or Missouri or Illinois. You can go to other states. All right. So get that. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder if these are the same hills. Like, see this little mountainy place right here? This mountain peak area, I'm thinking is this place here, this mountain peak area, but from a further away distance. And this here is a camping ground. You can tell it's a camping ground, not because of the tent and stuff, but on a lot of them, they have these, where you had to put your food on the lines to keep it off the ground so, the animals and stuff don't. In a shallow grave somewhere in a campground. And this one person here was able to go home and just eat dinner like nothing ever happened. And the person that she thought was going to protect her, but also could have been the same person that she pulled the fast one on. She was never found, so there's no way of knowing any of this. Yeah, but I'm getting campground vibes for her and self-storage vibes for Beverly. Now, let's move on to a case that it was quite a ways back, but it never had a conclusion. And this case here kind of happened the same time a lot of other women were going missing. And this is the case of Echo Lloyd, who was, you can look at her pictures, and she was such a sweetheart. And she had like a new grandson. She was 47, had just, made it through a divorce, but it was an amicable divorce. There was no bad blood or anything like that. But then she just disappeared. And this was right before Mother's Day weekend. Well, actually, they updated it. They said that she was last seen on May the 14th of 2020. So she went missing at 47. She would be 49 now. But there was a kind of a squatter neighbor guy that had kind of moved in quite aggressively into her space. And, in her house, had the car keys. Just, really invading her space. And it was getting ugly. And she had decided that she was going to, that she was going to stand up to him. And that's when it got cold. And so she went missing. They May the 10th was Mother's Day that year. But there are rumors that she was seen inside a Dollar General in Climax Springs on May the 14th, I think. I'm not sure. It may not have been in Climax Springs. But there was a report that they seen her on May the 14th. But anywho, it's been 2 years and Echo Lloyd has never been found. There are no traces. The the neighbors, uh, 5. The neighbors guy who had kind of invaded her privacy. I'm not sure if he lawyered up or if they just didn't have any reason to keep talking to him. But he was able to like slip back off into anonymity without really having to answer for it. But at first her belongings, they couldn't find them, but then her daughter did find them. And this is like her car keys, her medicine, that type of stuff. All right, so the first card that came out concerning Echo Lloyd is this 9 of Swords card. But this guy here, this is he's having a lot of trouble sleeping. Well, you imagine if you do something like that, take someone's life, it'd be hard to sleep. But that's not the point of this card. The point of this card is this guy has a full mustache. And it just seems so out of place. Like, what is the devil doing with a mustache? So I'm thinking we may be looking for somebody with a full mustache. Mustaches were really popular back in 2020. But still, we're going to inquire more about that. All right. The next card that came out is the Ace of Swords. And this I don't like that, like, I guess you say the implications of this card or what they're implying. Like, it's a crown, true enough. It's a crown. But it's like the crown is on the knife and there's blood on it. And if you were just thinking like how did the crown and the blood, with the knife or the sword all at the same time, you think that somebody was struck in the head with a rather large knife. But this is some sort of cut or laceration to the head. All right. The next card is the Strength card. But even though this card is about being strong, and the way that both their mouths are wide open, like the lion mouth is open, her mouth is open. This is somebody being outspoken, or expressing their feelings or expressing their expectations. And I know a little bit before she went missing, her daughters had expressed that she came to them and told her she's gonna put her foot down and kind of back the neighbor up out of her business. So this card here it has Echo's energy on it. These two cards is the perpetrator. This energy here is Echo's. Let's see. All right, the next card that came out is the King of Swords. And again with the bloody sword. So now we have two bloody swords and a person with a beard basically staying up all night thinking about possibly what they did with a sword. Alright. The next card that came out is a Ten of Swords. And as you can see, the woman is being, stabbed in her stomach area. Alright. I'm going to clarify these. But lastly, we have the Three of Cups. Like, they have their glasses raised, but you see the light in the background? Like the bright light? This is like I don't know if she has two daughters or three daughters, but this is the energy of her daughters, like, still looking for her. They're still shining a light on the fact that she kind of, just disappeared one day and never came back. Her daughters are still looking for her. And this here is a lot of knife play. So let's start clarifying the person who was wielding this very big knife. And do that, I'm going to go into the Omega Land deck. See if the answer is in there. Alright, so you showed me a guy, a man with a full beard who has used knives. Right. What is this? Again with the misdirection card, the Seven of Cups. And the Five of Cups. And the Six of Swords. This guy, whoever he is, he drinks a lot. Because these three cans are down. And then there's one like real close to his hand. So the person wielding the knives also like to wield bottles of liquor. Alright, let's see. The next card the Six of Swords. Like these are like little compartments, and they're going down in the little compartments from above ground. So it's like a little a sanctuary. So where people can come in from outside. But I'm getting like homeless shelter vibes with this card right now. Like some violent drunk person that's in a shelter right now. I don't know if the neighbor is still the neighbor. But we have someone wielding knives and drinking. And that's in some type of sanctuary place. It could be a hospital. It could also be prison. But it's somewhere where people can go in off of the streets. My money would be on a shelter. All right. All right. This picture here. Now, in this particular moment, we're shining a light on these two crates. Two crates right there. Echo wasn't a very large woman. These are some pretty big crates. I'm going to ask where this crate is at now. Or a cooler or box or whatever this is. I'm going to ask where it is at now. Really, Fatty? No. I'm going to come. Fatty wants me to come with her. Can I finish? We're almost there. Oh. All right. This is very concerning. Echo Lloyd, who went missing on May the 10th through to May the 14th of 2020. She went missing around Mother's Day. Her daughters are still looking for her. They're still shining a light and wanting to know. He's showing me this man who is very violent and likes to use knives and also drinks. This same man is Fatty. Can you relax? This same man is shining a light on a crate, a rather large box, but cooler. Can you tell me where this cooler or this crate is at now? This is concerning Echo Lloyd, who went missing on May the 10th through the 14th of 2020. Where is this crate at now? Or where is the place where Echo Lloyd's energy last was felt? No, not in there. Fatty, you don't scratch me. All right. Let's look into here. Spirit, I'm looking for the crate as it concerns to Echo Lloyd, who's now 49. This the crate. They're all holding the boxes, and these are ghosts holding these boxes. And that's kind of creepy, because I'm thinking, this is how many? Yeah, this is the 6 of presents. But the way these ghosts are holding the box and we're asking about where a big box is at, I don't think this is this guy's first time, like killing a woman and putting her somewhere. And I think like wherever Echo is at, there's other victims there as well. Possibly 6. All right, and the last card that came out concerning the crate as it relates to Echo Lloyd and where it could be is this Page of Potions card. And this is a person leaning over a bridge. Like even in the Nightmare Before Christmas, the water wasn't blue. It was green. It's his water, and the guy standing on the bridge. Now this could like be right next to the waterways, or next to real close to a bridge. And it could even not like it doesn't even have to be like a bridge for people. It could be like an overpass for trains. But it's close to water. And I think it may be more than just her there. Possibly 6 other people. Or I don't know if Echo made the 6th person. All right, and leave it there. Again, I am Cleopatra Wallace. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel because who knows what's going to happen next.